I know, it's cold outside, I'm wearing shorts. Who cares, right? Alright, so today is January 16, 2025. So that means it's 16/365. For those of you that don't know me, I'm John. I plan on recording almost every day of the year, at least some part of my days, you know. I do a lot of photography, videography, so I'm just showing people the life of somebody like me does, you know. The lows, the highs, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so today we're shooting basketball, but I'm gonna show you how I plan before I go out to shoot. Of course, if you're gonna plan something, you need your tools. This right here, my favorite thing, my MacBook. First thing I think about before I shoot a video for a team is the song. The song is like the foundation to everything. So for real, everything. The song and the sound design, that's all what makes the video better. So of course, I started doom scrolling. But yeah, believe it or not, part of doing this is staying in touch with what's going on, like see what songs are trending, and with a little bit of scrolling, you know, just scrolling through the Reels or TikTok, then you know what's trending already. I still don't know what song I'm going to pick, but I'll figure that out before I get to the place for sure. Number 2 is inspiration. You can find inspiration while scrolling as well, but inspiration as in, you know, getting your head right to getting your vision, I guess, set, you know. So for me, I like to use this website online. It's called Frameset. Frameset is a really good website that just has random frames and shots and everything, all the above. It's kind of like a storyboard, you know, inspiration. You might be like, what does that have to do with sports? Believe it or not, actually, like a lot of the stuff that I see on here, I can connect to sports itself, and it gives me like a vision. Another thing before the game is that sometimes players want pictures as well. Another thing before the game is it's good to have note of who you're taking pictures for, because of course, if you mention that you're going to the game, somebody's gonna hit you up like, hey, I want pictures, hey, I want a video. If possible, I always write it down, then I take a picture of the paper. Occasionally look at my phone and like I see the numbers that I haven't gotten or the numbers that I have taken pictures of, because it's kind of a mix for me. I shoot some video for like a quarter and then I start shooting pictures for next, or I might shoot video, take a little bit of pictures, then go back to video, and it's span like 3 minutes, you know. And last but certainly not least, your gear. Charge your gear. So I have 3 small batteries. Recently I got a new V-mount battery, so I don't really have to worry about the 3 batteries, but I still keep them charged. You have to make sure that your gear is charged. Can you imagine pulling up to a shoot? I've done it countless times. Can you imagine pulling up to a shoot and your battery is on 5%? And you only have 1, or maybe you have 3 and they're all on 20. It's such a nightmare. Trust me, you do not want to go anywhere with a low battery. 2 is your lenses and your gear and of course your camera. Last but not least, SD cards. You better double check that they're inside the camera, man, or you better double check that in your book bag, because you know how the batteries are. At least you can work around the batteries. But without an SD card, man, it's bad. You're literally just you're holding a piece of equipment that's not gonna do anything. So always remember to keep your gear in check. And remember to bring everything. And the last part is have fun, because at the end of the day, that's what it is, right? It's kind of a hobby. A hobby turned into a work or a profession, you know. The camera is really fun. But yeah, enough about planning. It's time to head to the shoot. I just realized that I'm really, really hungry. Okay, so as I'm editing the video, I forgot the verse of the day once again. So I'm going to just go ahead and say it while I play footage over talking. The verse of the day today is Psalms chapter 46, verse 1 through 2. And it says, God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear, though the earth give away and the mountains fall into the heart of sea. To me, that means that no matter what happens, God will be our refugee, our refuge. I really hope I'm pronouncing refugee good. But refugee as in like safe place, you know? He will always be our safe place and will always be our strength. And that's why we shouldn't fear anything that comes our way, because God will always be there for us. Amen.